All right, kids, so here's the function makeTriangle. So let's see if we can make this happen. So function makeTriangle, and it will take a number 1 and a number 2 and a number 3. So the first thing I need to do is I need to find the largest possible number out of those 3. So let's create a var called largest. And then if number 1 is greater than number 2 and number 1 is greater than number 3, then largest equals number 1. And I'm going to repeat this 2 more times. So what I will do is I will say if number 2 is greater than number 1, and if number 2 is greater than number 3, if number 2 is greater than both of them, then number 2 is the largest. And if number 3 is greater than number 2, and if number 3 is greater than number 1, then number 3 is the largest. And then I could then use each of these to return, like, is it a triangle? Is it not a triangle? So if number 1 is the largest, then I'm going to go like this. If number 1 is less than number 2 plus number 3, then return makes a triangle. Else return does not make a triangle. And I can repeat this chunk of code, which means I could probably make a function out of it. I could repeat this chunk of code here where number 2. In other words, if number 2 is my largest, then I want to see if the 2 smallest are better. So if number 2 is less than number 1 plus number 3, makes a triangle, else does not make a triangle. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. If number 3 is less than number 1 plus number 2, returns makes a triangle, else returns does not make a triangle. And that is, I think, all we need to do. Let's give it a try and see if it works. So console log, what's this called again? makeTriangle. And I'm going to pass it 3, 4, and 5 because I know that makes a triangle. So let's run it and see what happens. I need to zoom out a little bit. So run, makes a triangle. I knew it would make a triangle. So let's try 3, 4, and 10. That does not make a triangle. Does not make a triangle. Let's try 12, 4, and 10. This does make a triangle. Let's try 12, 14, and 10, which does make a triangle. Let's try 12, 14, and 1, which does not make a triangle. Let's try 12, 14, and 2, which does not make a triangle. So I think this is working okay. Now, what you could do is I could ask a user to input these three numbers on my app. And I could display this result in a text area over there. So you could turn this into an app. That'd be a pretty good app. Actually, that could be an app that you might be able to submit because people could submit a number. The only thing it's missing is a list. We can talk more about it.